Hey, I'm Billy Harris. You're hanging with Harris. We're in the legendary James Beard House. My good friend Jim Ryan, brand ambassador for Hendrick's Gin. How are you, Jim?
I'm hanging with Harris.
You are hanging with Harris. It's long overdue. Great to have you in the house. It's obviously a special week for William Grant and Sons and Harris, of course. Lots of amazing dinners. Tonight's our good friends at Betony, hot spot in New York City. I think you've created a little cocktail inspired by their creations down in the kitchen. This is your creation upstairs.
Absolutely. So this is a drink of mine. It's sitting in James Beard. I see tea time, so I wanted to bring tea time.
We're like
to
in a
you
tea
and to
parlor
everyone
right
here.
now, right?
So we absolutely are.
Show me what we got. What are we doing here?
I'm going to make two cocktails of the same. One
Did
for
you
you.
Did you give it a name?
Yeah,
I might have missed that.
It's simple. I just call this one a wee spot of tea.
Wee spot of tea, aka Jim's Gin.
Jim's Gin.
It's hard to say a few times. No, it's not. Wee spot of tea. All right, what do we got? Gin.
Right, so as I said, I'm making two. So I'm going to go ahead and pour 3 ounces of Hendrick's Gin.
Why it's Hendrick's Gin and what makes Hendrick's Gin so special?
Delightful little gin from Scotland, where William Grant and Sons is based, with an essence of cucumber and rose in every batch. And then on that note, we've got some spice in here. This is ancho reyes. This is an ancho chili liqueur.
So it's a liqueur.
Yeah, it's quite delicious. One of our newer products.
And where is that from?
This is Mexican. This is based on an old 1920s Mexican recipe. It's got a little bit of orange, some cinnamon.
It's got a nose on it.
It's got a lot going on. Some Angostura bitters, 1, 2, 3 dashes. This is some simple syrup, just sugar water. That's 1 whole ounce of simple. 1.5 ounces of fresh squeezed lemon juice.
Okay.
Yeah, we're getting to tea time now. We're getting into the tea time.
And the teacups.
So we've got some orange marmalade here. Yeah, some marmalade. So there's about 1 bar spoon per cocktail. And then on to the tea.
Right.
This is a non-caffeinated ginger mint orange tea that I picked up yesterday.
Got it. So the tea with the marmalade and the gin and the liqueur. What is this called again?
Ancho reyes.
Ancho reyes.
Yeah.
All right, so chili liqueur. So you're getting some sort of heat, little spice action.
There'll be a little spice in here.
All right, I like it, but with the jam and the sweet and the spice.
Precisely. So just giving a stir there just to break up all those marmalade bits.
And then we are going to do a hard shake.
I'm going to ice this down with some nice ice cubes in there.
This is a whole new experiment. And that's the thing. Wee spot of tea.
Wee spot of tea.
Jim doing a hard shake. So not a single strain here, I see a double strain
action. It's a delicate cocktail. It has some spice in there.
And it's got the jam, so we figured we might want to leave the jam bits out.
Keep the bits.
And then was your teapot already iced as well?
I did put some larger ice cubes in there. And then we're going to pour a wee spot of tea for you.
And 1 for you.
A wee spot of tea for me.
My pinky's already getting ready to be out,
right.
however you're supposed to do it.
The pinky police are on premise. Pinkies must be extended.
Oh, a little garnish even on your cocktail.
So
little
mint.
Cucumber.
Yeah, cucumber.
Obviously the
mint.
essence of Hendrick's.
Exactly.
And a little fresh mint, which is always nice. I will give you a toast first. Cheers.
Cheers.
Wee spot of tea. See, that's one of those things, you don't feel like you're drinking a gin and tonic or anything like that. It is the gin, the cucumber, the roses, obviously
the marmalade.
The marmalade. You seriously get, it's a little bit of the tea action going on here.
Yeah, it does.
Wee
The
spot
little
of
ginger
tea.
comes through. I could have more than one of these, you know?
Well, this is a very special week at the James Beard House. This is Jim Ryan, brand ambassador for Hendrick's Gin. It's a beautiful cocktail inspired by tonight's meal, our good friends at Betony. We're making magic up here. They're doing something different in the kitchen. It's going to go together real nice. Thanks for hanging with Harris.
Thank you.
Pleasure. And we'll see you real soon. This is my good friend, Bryce Shuman. How are you, Bryce?
Good. I'm hanging with Harris.
You are hanging with Harris. It's a special week here. You're part of this great week that we've been in town. We've had a Chinese New Year dinner, a sushi dinner, a New Orleans-themed dinner. Tonight it's you and your team, the Betony guys. But before, Bryce, we even talk about Betony. Tell me about you. What's your story? Where are you from? First question.
Let's see. Well, I'm from North Carolina. Grew up in North Carolina. Ended up moving to San Francisco to go to culinary school.
That was my next question. Make the way to San Francisco, culinary school there, and then you started working in restaurants.
Right. So while I was in culinary school, I was also working in a restaurant called Postrio at the same time. It was a great kick in the seat of the pants, when you start going to school and working at the same time.
Yeah. And it's a that's a phenomenal culinary city as well.
Yeah, you eat, sleep, drink, dream, cooking. 24 hours a day, no matter what.
Sure. All right, so there's a lot going on. I know you brought something for me here today.
Absolutely.
One of the dishes from the restaurant?
This is probably my favorite dish on the menu. It's our grain salad with Labneh and Sprouts.
Labneh.
Labneh.
Which is?
A pressed yogurt. Essentially, I take an already strained yogurt, like a really high, full-fat Greek yogurt, and I'm going to transfer it into this muslin cheesecloth here. Now it's going to press, okay?
It's just getting all the water out, I guess?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's the whole point.
The idea is, as it presses...
Oh, it does.
It's going to drip, and we're going to strain that out. So this is going to press and strain overnight. So what you saw is this super creamy yogurt you can still sort of see here on the outside.
That you just go from that to that.
Has now become...
Something that looks like cream cheese, chèvre, like you said, but it's yogurt.
Now it's a grain salad, so we've got a bunch of grains. So in here we have wheat berries, bulgur wheat, a farro, quinoa, which isn't actually a grain, and we have barley. Now, these in here have been cooked previously, and then we dehydrate them. We're going to puff these. In order to puff them, we have to reintroduce some moisture into it, and then we have to dry it all the way out. So essentially, it's going to go in.
Quick.
It's going to
puff. Is it going to explode? I don't know what's going to happen.
No exploding.
Oh, wait.
In and out.
Oh, it's
shake it around.
Things are happening. And that's it?
And that's it. So.
Same sort of technique we're going to do?
Same sort of technique we got going on here. Again, that little bit of moisture that's trapped inside these dry grains.
It's like popcorn, it's popping. And just from that heat, it's cooking the grain and that's it, right?
That's it, it's puffing it up.
And that's the deal?
And we're gonna season it with a little bit of salt.
Are there other sort of grains you could say, hey, let's just make this with a total?
Sure.
I'm just making that up right now.
I mean, I know we use, I'll do a similar thing with teff, which is like an Ethiopian grain.
Yeah, sure.
Also with buckwheat.
It's like a Middle Eastern dish right now, just with all these grains.
Totally. 100%.
Okay,
it's awesome.
Cool. So grains we have, a little shallot action.
So yeah, we're gonna put in the salad. We're gonna have a little shallot and chives.
Okay.
I'm gonna brunoise the shallot. Essentially, I'm going to cut it into very nice fine dice.
Is that the brunoise meaning? Since I am the non-chef here.
Brunoise, I think, was like a 16th by a 16th by a 16th of an inch.
Okay.
So I'm cutting it in half. I take out the center part here. Because this little center part here, it's not trash. This is trim. I'm going to find another use for it. I'll slice this up and it'll go right into a sauce.
Right, got it.
100%.
No reason to throw that out, that's for
sure. No.
We care about our food.
Absolutely. Doing it this way, you're going to get a really nice even dice as well.
I've done that a few times.
So here we go.
Okay.
And here's my nice little pile of nicely brunoise shallot. All right, so now when I'm slicing the chives, I'm going to use the entire length of my knife.
Okay.
So as you see, the chives are just kind of bouncing right off the knife.
Absolutely.
You have a nice sharp knife. I'm starting at the tip. I'm slicing all the way through. So look what you have here. You have these nice green, bouncy, circular chives. Just perfect. I have my Labneh cheese.
Yep.
That's gonna go first. Offset spatula.
Okay.
Scoop a little like this guy right here.
Yep.
I'm gonna spread it on the plate. Just making like a little half pipe down in there. Just a little bit of a fleur de sel here.
Okay.
Okay, we're seasoning that. I'm gonna put just a little bit of our lemon vinaigrette on our cheese. Okay, so in here, it's gonna go the fresh grains.
Oh, so we're actually mixing the fresh grains with what we cook.
Exactly.
See, you didn't tell me this. You're
Balance,
pulling out some tricks here.
Of textures.
Got the crunchy popcorn, right? With
crunchy popcorn. We're gonna do almost an equal parts crunchy to fresh. Then we're gonna go with our shallots. Nicely brunoise shallot.
Yep, perfect. So then we got chives.
Now we're gonna go with our chives right here.
Which really smell, I mean, you can smell everything that's happening here, which is great.
We're gonna season with a little bit of kosher salt.
Yep.
Now, I want plenty of lemon vinaigrette in here because I want the acidity.
Yeah, this is really dressing well.
Now the dressing's on. I've got crunchy stuff in there.
Yeah.
So now we gotta take it home.
Yep.
So, spoonful of the grains on the plate. Nice and free. I'm not getting too fussy with it.
Nope, I got you. I'm watching.
So here I have some sprouts. Okay?
Yep.
The sprouts are clover and alfalfa.
Okay.
It's almost as if they're growing out of the grains.
Sure.
You know, everything on the plate here is alive. You know, the sprouts are alive. They're living. The yogurt, you know, it's as live cultures is alive.
Sure.
The look of the dish is as if I just reached and grabbed a plot of earth off the ground.
But that's what it looks like.
And we're going to season with just a little bit more of the vinaigrette. And
finish it with some salt.
A little bit of salt. is a grain salad with labneh and sprouts.
Do I do like a thing? Like, do I go for it in a big way?
You can go for it
In
however
any way I
you
want.
would like.
I want to get I want to get the grain and the yogurt action, and this is Betony and the sprouts, and I'm doing it. It's really good. No, I mean, and you get, you know, some people, they do dishes, oh, it's about balance, and I say that a lot. But there's kind of those two levels of the grains, right? We have that popcorn thing, plus all the fresh greens, and like you said, all those little things, devil in the details, the way the shallots are cut, they really just jump off the plate. And you go like, oh, fresh shallot, fresh chives. So, Bryce, thank you for hanging with Harris.
It's awesome.
Was it good for you?
Yeah,
Enjoy yourself?
It was amazing.
All right, it's a great week here in New York City at the legendary James Beer House. When you're in New York, go see Bryce and the team at Betony. See you real soon.